My dinner. Fantastic. Thanks, Bill. Thanks, you guys. Awesome. Wow. Isn't that neat, all these performers? Wow. What a gift they are to our community. It's just incredible. This one, next one I dedicated to Terry Fox. And just before Terry passed on in the hospital, I took him one of my little books. And this is the thought I dedicated to Terry. I'll never find out what I can do unless I do all I can to find out. That's really about living our life to the fullest. This is way back. After I left Kelowna, I toured all through the States for about 10 years and just speaking at things for free or whatever and putting my books in stores. And I lived in this funky old camper. And that's what it looked like inside with the stained glass windows and curved beams that had a fireplace and a little pot-bellied stove. And that's what I lived in behind the coffee house that I had. And it was so funny because I'm not very good at making things and technical things and mechanical and all that. But I made those funny pictures. I met these two guys and they showed me how to use a router and everything. I made these funny things and I'd sell them on campus at San Diego State and everything. I think somebody bought one. Anyways, that was fun. But it was just a great old camper and everything. And this one is more about our attitude in life. I may not be able to change the world I see around me, but I can change the way I see the world within me. And it's how I go through life and how I handle things that I'm faced with. This next, oh yeah. Now this is a really important part of my life here. In 1990, I had quite a serious motorcycle accident. I was actually training for triathlons at the time. I was in Las Vegas and I had this serious motorcycle accident. And since I've had like 11 operations on my knee and I've got a hip replacement, knee replacement, the whole works. And wire in my shoulder, my whole right side. My left side looks really good though. And so I just walked in. Somebody came up to me the other day, they said, they said, I've got a bad back. And I said, well, you got a beautiful front. They finally liked a joke. Wilma always says, your jokes are so bad, but keep telling them 1 in 20 is okay. So the next 19 are going to be bad. Anyways, this is a new camper we had made. This is down in Orcas Island. And at this time, 1990, I met this most incredible person from, that many of you know, Wilma. She was from Austria, and she came over here, didn't speak any English really, and I met her on Denton Street, right where we live, and this was 27 years ago, and I said, hi, it's me. Hi. I said it 3 times because she didn't speak English. And I've used other lines, but that was the first time with that one. And finally, she was with 2 of her friends. They were traveling from Austria. Anyways, we only knew each other really a few days to a week or 2. And I was going to be doing a tour in this homemade camper all over North America for 6 months. And she decided to come. She just followed her heart. And I was quite a bit older. I was 42. She was 23. And she still looks 23. That's the hardest part, so it's unreal. But the amazing thing, so here's the thing, you see. This is being built, this new camper on Orcas Island. And that's by Seattle, off Seattle. So she went back to Austria to get her stuff and coming back into the Seattle airport. And I was supposed to leave Orcas Island and go to the Seattle airport, but we didn't have phones at that time. I had no way of reaching her or anything. And so I'm all excited, you know, this is the first person that really, she's the first person that really liked me. She's amazing. She's amazing, and her only weakness is her taste in men. And I get the ferry thing on Orcas Island to go over there, and I see this little ferry coming in, and I said to somebody, how many cars does that thing take? And they said, well, it's a 100-car ferry. So I did the smart thing next day. I went running around and counted every car in front of me. I was the 106th car. So what I had to do while the ferry is coming in, I went to every window and I said, look, I finally got somebody that likes me. She's coming from Austria. She doesn't even speak English. I've got to get to that airport or she's going to never trust people again. And so I said, can you just really, when you get on the ferry, get right up tight to the car in front of you? That would just be such a gift. I was the last car getting on the ferry. Everybody, all the people on the ferry were on, they got out of their cars and were on the top part cheering me on. It was unreal. So anyways, that's how I met Wilma, and then we toured for 6 months in this beautiful camper. Here she is here. If you don't know her, you would have met her when she came in tonight. Be really careful. She just had major knee operation surgery. And she injured both her knees. One, she's a guide on the whale watching boats, naturalist, and then in the winter she's a snowshoe guide up grouse. But she tore both her anterior cruciates at each job. But it's not that bad, really, because she's home more, and I asked the doctor to tell her to make sure to do lots of housework. It's really good for her. And now she's home more, so she can do the housework, and I don't have to. So it's actually worked out really, really well. This is us in Mexico. Look at, there she is. Look at, unbelievable. And then, this is our friends David and Deb live down there. We were visiting them, and we went. This, board surfing. Wilma had never done it. She loved it so much. You should have seen her. You couldn't get her out of the water. But things happen when you're doing this board surfing. The next part is kind of a bummer, but I hope it cracks you up. Sean. That just was recently, so I still have that same crack. This is what I want to dedicate to Wilma. I don't want you to fill a hole in me. I want you to feel whole with me. And another one for Wilma. This is really Wilma, actually. What I get most from you is not what you give to me. It's what I get from seeing how much you give to others. And I really do. I love just standing back and watching how everybody loves her. Yesterday, the bank person, she said to me after, who is that person? I didn't want her to leave. I just love talking to her. That's the kind of person she is. And it's really hard when you're a guy like me that wants everything to be about me. That wasn't such a good one. By the intensity of how Sean does it, it's how good it is. And this one here, I want you to be happy to see me, but I don't want you to need to see me for your happiness. And now we've got, this song of Ron Irving's is so beautiful, and it's really about love, and I really believe in a universal love. I don't like the songs on the radio like Baby, Baby, I'll Die If You Leave Me, you're like oxygen to me. And, what young people are hearing on the radio, in all seriousness, is really terrible that they're hearing these really needy kinds of songs. So this is, If I Love You. Ron Irving is unbelievable. He was written for Anne Murray and all sorts of different people, and I love your singing, your guitar playing, everything about you. Thanks, Ron.